My nebula is not long for this world, gamers. Waking Death's Domain is spicy. Chicks in, thank you for the third of year. Appreciate that. Welcome back.
What a game!
You know, my best draw, yeah.
Change my underwear.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Can't, they weren't ghosting on turn 5. They just literally didn't have a better spot to play their Venom. Calm down.
Victory.
Does the chance of drawing a card differ by how many cards of the same cost you have in a deck? No. It's random which cards you draw each turn. There's nothing weighted based on deck contents. Backed out of playing a second card here is so sad.
What a game!
So we do this turn, and the next turn we move Nocturne, play Elsa, play Captain Marvel into the center. I mean, 11 power Captain Marvel to cover the board. No better meter is really solid for us.
Enough said, bub.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
How big is their Deadpool? It's only 4.
Opponent snapped.
I think I'm staying, right? I think it's this. I don't think I need Big Marvel. Could also be this. This is notably 16 here, which beats them adding Deadpool. It's probably this, actually. Come on.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Oh man. Fucking brutal. Their death was free. I really wish Untapped gave us a tracker. Honestly, it shouldn't even be an Untapped. I wish Marvel Snap gave us a tracker to easily see how big this card is and where. Why didn't you play out Kitty on the left? Because I wanted Theta to trigger. You're right. If I would have played Kitty out in that particular game, we would have won. Because Captain Marvel would have jumped right, and then we would have won the left. But there's different permutations that it loses us.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, it means Captain Marvel can't cover the left as well. It's also accurate. Yes, we should also ideally have a visual representation of... Ideally, we should also have a visual representation of which cards are in their hand that we know deterministically. Captain Marvel doesn't have an AI chat. She's just a bunch of if statements. Which I guess you could make the argument makes her an AI based on most people's definitions of it, but she literally just makes a check to see if she can change the outcome of the game by moving. It's a Killmonger as well. Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Faster, baby.
Thank you for your 11 points of power. 2 shots to take their last 2 cubes now.
Victory.
Pelosi endorsed Terra. She was the last major domino, right? Because she had mentioned wanting an open convention, yeah?
Oh, snap.
Gamma Lab is so unfortunate for us. Shang is not a lady. Perfect. How important is it to not play your bombs on turn 5 so they don't get blown out on turn 6? It depends on the matchup that you're playing.
What a game! What a game!
My 50-50 here. Although I guess this locks them out of Zolaying a big meta, but this have two big Deadpools, yeah.
Definitely need to change my underwear.
None of our choices matter here, yeah. Down to a rubber band game. Dude, thank you for the prime. God, the opponent's draws have been so strong.
Faster, baby.
Let's see if we can squeak out the last one here. I think do something a little bit more average. Why did Marvel move there? Marvel moves in spots like that because she can get you extra season pass experience. Is Destroy tier 1 in Conquest? I don't think Destroy is tier 1 anywhere at the moment. Destroy is one of the few linear synergy decks that Loki tends to actually be good into. Because grabbing their death or their null is quite good. The plus mode on Nico. Let's see if they have the Deadpool on curve here. Continued Dutch draws.
What a game!
Gwenpool could break either way for us. Doing viewer decks today. We are currently full. Sweatiest proving grounds of all time. We are currently playing a gold conquest. Oh, you're referring to your current game, sure. I need to beat Zola, right? I can't beat Null and Zola is the problem. I have to flip a coin. This is 10, 18. She jumps over.
All hail Hydra!
Zola's the cute play. I just assume most people can't resist a cute play.
Victory.
We would have lost there to Null on the left or the right. Alright, have some bad birds. We'll play another round with this when we return. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Adding armor to this all-lady deck be good. I think suggesting I add armor to my deck because I queued into Destroy is one of the most peak Twitch chat things I'll read today. Don't chase your tail making changes to your deck list every single time you run into a matchup that feels a little bit bad. Especially one that we just managed to win in spite of it. Zola is by far the most annoying bad guy in Spidey and his amazing friends. Yep. They put a Nazi in the kids' Spider-Man show. I mean, they have to appeal to conservative parents somehow. Is Armor gendered? I think she's depicted as female in most or all of her artwork. I'm not super familiar with the character. Armor is a lady mutant. There you go. Twitch chat would never lie to me. Oh my gosh! 2 12-card deck enjoyers in a row, chat? Somebody pinch me. Did they not get the memo? $12 cards, that's so retro. Definitely retro Marvel Sap energy. It's not Airship Loki, it's just regular Loki. It does appear to be the case. Is Airship the bad guy now? He's basically been the bad guy since he released. He has an incredibly high play rate.
Wind, aid my hand.
Rado Lord, thank you for the 40 months. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. It's almost 1 o'clock here in Central Standard Cornfield time.
Victory. Snap.
Talk about hostile workplace environment. And this, I think it's this. So if they move Nocturne here, we're both at 13. And then if I Quake this over to here, the Snow Guard will die, right? So they'll be 11 to my 13. Oh, I should do these first in case of, like, Death's Domain from Nocturne. Sure, good shout. Quake's a quality Marvel Snap card, chat.
Victory.
It's always talk about how she's underplayed. These location change effects are so powerful. Who submitted this deck? They are cool. This was a build-around submission for an all-female cast in honor of our female presidential nominee. Mrs. Harris. White Widow sub. Yeah, I think White Widow would let you be a sub. She strikes me as a dom.
Oh, snap.
Now remember, their Nocturne can
Aid
still
my
move here.
hand.
Was the 9 under the HelloFresh ad number be? It's the number of people who have signed up using my referral link. Shout out to all of them. Appreciate you. My dearest video gamers, this deck list was literally built with the arbitrary deck building requirement of only playing female characters. If you're missing cards, follow your heart and probably think about cards that don't fit that arbitrary requirement that could make this deck better.
Wind, aid my hand.
I gotta say, chat, Gwenpool plus Miss Marvel has felt real clean. Like, I've liked that a lot. See if we can dodge them top decking Shang. Higher, further, faster, baby. It's so good. It's so good. Holy.
Victory.
Clearly, Loki needs a nerf. Yep. Yeah, Captain Marvel gets a lot more powerful when you scale her up. Her effect is quite strong at a larger statted card. All right. This is we coasted through the first two. The Destroy matchup was close and hard fought. But this is our first 24 card deck enjoyer. Do I need the extra energy? I'm not sure that I do. They're not competing for it either. Abba, thank you for the 50 months. Appreciate it.
Victory.
New cards to try with negative. Sage is probably one of the biggest additions to Mr. Negative. If you're looking for pickups that enjoy that archetype. Star-Lord on turn 1.
Oh, snap.
Someone make a note that the Guardians have been hired by Erishim. It sucks so much about how correct I was about Erishim just not being built optimally. I really wish I had been wrong about that. But just like, the amount that this deck got better when they stopped playing Mystiques and other inbred things like Rogues and Darkhawks, and they just put a bunch of good cards in their deck like Goliath and Doc Ock and Leech, is just like, night and fucking day incredible how much better the archetype is.
Victory.
The deck was so much easier to beat when it was playing a bunch of mid cards to try and win a mirror with mid cards instead of just playing good cards. 1 week until we get changes, huh? OTA on the 30th. Yeah, it actually did follow a very similar path to how Thanos evolves. A good shout, honestly. This is 7 plus 5 is only 12, and they're going to 13.
Escaped.
Everyone is trying to hard. Who's trying to hard? What? Genuinely, can you tell me what the people are doing that you feel are trying to hard counter you? Because I would love to fucking know. Part of the reason why this archetype has gotten good is because there aren't really hard counters for it. By becoming just this pile of generically good interactive cards, there aren't really things.
Opponent snapped.
There aren't really things you can do to keep up with it anymore.
Oh, snap.
Make this the game. Yeah, Darkhawk as a tech card is less good than it was previously, is mostly my point. Actually, I'm probably not going to only play 2 cards in all this game, so let's do this. Stop putting random crap in my hands. Is that a randomly generated blob? Can't tell. Oh, it showed up in the deck tracker. Good catch. It's actually just crazy how different all the matchups are. Just like this just felt incredibly, entirely, utterly hopeless from the start. Well, they Loki'd us, so we have a shot now. The biggest thing of ours they can put on the right is... The biggest thing of ours they can put on the right is a 6, meaning they can get to 19 there. Does this beat that? Alliance. They'd have had to top deck Alliance. They get to 8 with Elsa. Yeah, that's a good call. I think this is the most points I can make, yeah. The Onslaught Citadel is a wash, right? Because I played, what's his name there? It is difficult to put into words how much easier it is to play against this deck after they Loki me. Like, I struggle to articulate how different the games are when they Loki me versus when they're just playing good cards out of their deck. Knowing their output range is so easy. The black hand animation is really good, yeah. I agree. The process for submitting viewer decks. On days where I'm taking viewer submitted decks, there's a link above the chat where subscribers can send a tip to have their deck played on stream. That's exactly what I wanted, yeah. This gives me 10, 17, 23, and it takes 3 off of them. So that sounds great. Actually, let's put Captain Marvel here, so that way, if Nocturne chooses violence, she doesn't die. Nah, I haven't played Magic in a long time. I don't enjoy the game that it is anymore. You move Nocturne mid, you fill there for Elsa. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, that's probably worthwhile. Because Captain Marvel can tie here even. I'm excited to find out how we lose because we make this play, but I think it's correct. Mother of God! It's been a while since I've been rewarded that hard by a Nocturne. What a lovely lass she is.
Wind, aid my hand.
I'd like to dedicate this win to Loki. Would not have been possible without them playing Loki in the 7 cube game and then absolutely pumping us to high heaven. Shout out to Patches for giving us the fun deck build around suggestion of playing all female Marvel characters. I think my big takeaway from playing that is I would like to explore specifically Gwenpool with Captain Marvel and some other shells. That really felt good in a lot of those games. Captain Marvel being 7, 9, even double digits between Elsa and Gwenpool felt really, really strong. I liked it a lot. I also think playing cards that move around the board like Nocturne are also pretty reasonable into a lot of things that are going on. And Doc Ock specifically, sorry to articulate. I think if I was to drop the female character requirement, slots that would be worth exploring are White Widow, Quake, and Storm. But I think specifically I would want to keep all these cards lower cost, so that way I could get my hand empty for Gwenpool more consistently. Yeah, but Makari's an interesting consideration. Quake was good in a number of those games. I could see keeping her. I feel like I would want Jeff in at least one of these slots. Could Nebula be replaceable? Yeah, probably. Probably something else cheap on curb. You basically just want to be able to get your hand low so that way Gwenpool can do her thing. Yeah, honestly, Nightcrawler might even be better than Nebula in some spots because she works with Angela and Elsa. He works with Angela, Elsa, and Hope. I could see at a minimum, I could see doing this without the female character build requirement. One thing I will say that's nice about a deck like this is Storm, Quake, Nocturne make it so you get to play a very consistent game of Marvel Snap, right? Like three ways to mitigate location variance is a lot of ways to mitigate location variance. Part of me wants to say I kind of want Shang in here, but Shang's kind of awkward with Gwenpool. So I think I'm okay just punting the couple of matches where they play something really big, because we got past Destroy and Blob without Shang, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, this core felt good, but again, the big takeaway interaction being these two. All right, speaking of Makari, we have a Gwenpool Makari deck as our next viewer deck submission. I need to run to the restroom, though. We need to run some adverts. I'll see you in 120 seconds with that. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, Shadow King's not good here. Bad with Gwenpool and Elsa.